Okay, here we are again. It's still Sunday. Another game. Banana bread just came out of the oven. It's really yummy. Got a cup of tea. And,
I don't have my banana bread.
well, go get yourself some.
Oh, well. Wait a minute.
Ooh. 6 and 4.
Oh, boy.
We were just looking at what I'm taking score on. So we go camping. We have a Volkswagen van, and we keep like all our information in a folder in the glove compartment. But for some reason, it's on our kitchen counter, and I needed some blank paper, so I grabbed some things out of the folder. And one of the just trying to block out our names and stuff. I don't think it's on here, but I wrote on here the place we got kicked out of. So we go to this campground. Oh, it was last year, the year before.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. It was like early fall. And we were camping with friends. And they had a campsite. And we had a campsite. And we have all this firewood around our house.
Bam, 1500.
What'd you get? Okay. And so we brought some. And we crossed the state line into Massachusetts. We check into this campground.
2100.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Nope. I'm just babbling along here. And the guy has us sign off on a thing that we didn't bring any of our own firewood because they're worried about the emerald ash borer being imported and whatever.
But we did bring some of
But
our own
we did,
firewood.
and we kind of lied, and we said we don't have any, and
kind of lied.
500. Well, I mean, I think I was basing that on because the year before we went, or earlier in the summer, we went to Sebago in Maine. I remember we had a bunch of firewood, and the ranger came along, and we were talking to the ranger, and we said to her, 600. We said, we brought our own firewood. Is that a problem? Do you want 600?
Yeah.
And she goes, no, if you burn it all, you're fine. Like, just, all right, I'm on a need-to-know basis, but burn it all. We're like, okay, we could do that. We were there like 2 or 3 nights. So we go to this place in Massachusetts a few weeks later, and we bring our own firewood.
Ooh.
1,050. And we check in, and it's really old school, this particular campground. Remember, everything was like...
a couple of teenagers.
A couple of teenagers and an old guy, and like everything was like carbon paper, like copies.
Yeah, they didn't have a computer system or
like
anything.
a card I filled out. And then, so we have a nice evening with our friends. You and I wake up in the morning. We go on a run, and I know this because we also found the map of like these were together in the folder. So this was like the trail map. And we go on this run. He farted. And we ended up getting kind of lost, but we were okay. Oh, look at that, 250. And 350. Take the 350. And we ended up, we were like, okay, we'll run to the Connecticut-Massachusetts border because this place...
1,000 points.
1,000 points. You want that?
Yeah.
We were on these abandoned trails, essentially. We had this map. We had our phones.
They were crappy trails.
And we were like, we'll find the Massachusetts-Connecticut border, and then we'll come back. We'll turn around and go back. And we ended up blowing past the border because we didn't see... And like, oh, look, wait, no, that's not straight. Like we had passed the border and we're like, hey, you know what we should do? I remember talking about this. We should like create a marker where the state line is, right? So we turn around, we're like, okay, we're way over the line. We gotta turn around and go back. And on our way back, we look like 20 feet off the trail and there's this amazing granite pillar that's already there. Like here we were like, we should make one.
It was like 6 feet tall.
Oh, look, you couldn't miss it, but you had to kind of look. So here our dreams of creating the Massachusetts-Connecticut border granite marker were dashed because it already been created. Anyway,
I didn't even see it.
we go back to our campsite. It's like 9 in the morning. Our friends are awake. They're like, oh, we thought you guys were still sleeping. We're having breakfast in their campsite. And the old guy, the old ranger guy, what do you got?
350.
Taking it?
Yep.
He goes,
Comes driving up on his
little putt-putt John Deere golf cart.
Gator thing.
Yeah. And he slows down near our van. Now, our van's pretty sweet. We had just gotten it painted. It's like orange and brown and light and like cream colored. It's pretty sweet. It's an '85 Volkswagen. We thought he was just admiring it, of course. Oh, but here's the other thing. So we had unloaded our firewood the night before,
Oh, yeah, right.
like hidden behind the picnic table. But we knew it was going to rain, so we moved the picnic table like under our awning. And we didn't move the firewood. So this guy sees the firewood like in broad daylight. 3. Shoot. I went for it because I'm behind. You've got 4,000, I got 1,900. So we come back from our run, we're eating at our friend's campsite, and this guy's like staring at our van. We're like, yeah, everybody loves that van. And he goes away and he comes back, and he's got like a brochure from the camp, right? He's got this brochure, and he's like, first of all, he says my name. He's like, who's Sarah? And I'm like, that's me. And he calls me over, and he's like, you brought in outside firewood. I can tell that's not our firewood that you buy here. And I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, so what did he say? He was like, I have a, what did he say?
I have the right to remove you from the premises.
To fine you or remove you from the premises, something like that. And I was like, okay. So, and he was like, I have a strict no tolerance, you farkled? Strict no tolerance policy. And I'm like, okay. I was like, so what are my options? He's like, oh, we're evicting you from this campground. You have 45 minutes to leave. And we're like, all right. My bad. Okay. 500.
There was nothing we could do. We were
There's
totally on our own.
This guy was like, I should have come 500. Anyways, so we finished a little breakfast. We're talking to our friends. Our friends are like, that's BS. So Paul's initial reaction was, cool. It's a Saturday morning. I'll get to go home and watch
the soccer
and
game.
watch Premier League soccer on TV. And I'm like, no, it's a beautiful weekend. We're not going home. So, anyways, I noted that this is the place we got kicked out of.
And there was
funny
another
story. So I get on,
park not far from there, and we ended up going there. We had a great time.
Yeah, I get online. I'm on my phone just looking, and like 5 miles away is another state campground. So I call the place up. And the guy was like, "Scoodly-doo, it's a great day at Talon State Forest." And I'm like, "Hi." And we each had a dog with us, so we needed a place to take pets. I was like, "Hi, do you have any availability? And do you take pets?" And he was like, "We sure diddly do." He was like super.
Did we have a dog with us?
I think we had Frankie.
Frankie was.
Oh no,
us?
maybe we didn't, but they had.
Yeah, they had Roscoe.
Roscoe, $7.50. So.
But the guy really said Scooby-Doo.
He totally did. I mean, that was this guy's personality. He was awesome. And when we got there and we were waiting to check in, this guy was coming out of the guard shack, and he was at the ranger station or whatever, and he was like petting every dog, and he was, oh my God, he was so dog friendly.
Oh, and then we went to check in, and he said, okay,
God.
we just have to look you up in the computer. And we were thinking that maybe we had a black mark next to our name on the computer.
From the place we had just gotten evicted
so we
from.
were worried.
So he, what did he say? He said, "You ever been to a Massachusetts State campground?" And I was like, He was like, "Or any other campground in the United States?" I was like, "Yes." So he looks us up, but he had my old car. Like their system wasn't updated. Like they had two cars ago, and so that we were not, because the place that we had got kicked out of was so like. Did you just get 700?
350.
350. I should have said yes. I got 700. Because I wasn't paying attention. So the place that we had just been kicked out of was so old school, like on paper.
Ooh.
Wow, 1,100. That
Of course,
there was no computer record. Anyways, so we ended up having a good time at the second campground. But that's the place we got kicked out of as adults, and not like. Well, the sad thing about that. Oh, remember Greg?
400.
Remember Greg told us that he went online and he looked at the reviews of that campground we got kicked out of, and he said that you don't remember him telling us later that he went online and he like somehow maybe he went to complain, I don't know, and he found that guy does it to everybody, like that crotchety old guy kicks everybody out. Finds a reason to kick everybody out of that campground. Like he was like, oh, that guy kicks like someone out every night. Like that's his MO. And I felt so much better. All right, so I'm eating this yummy banana bread.
400.
I texted Teresa about camping again this year, but she never got back to us. I should have messaged her through Facebook because she's on Facebook every day. Maybe she has a new phone number. Oh.
500.
He's going for it. Oh, lucky.
600.
Oh, no.
No. It's just 600. Take
You
the
get me
600.
every time. I have 2,000 behind you. We're gonna run out of space. Unless you get some really good.
Look at all this space you're wasting up here. What's going on with
The
that?
people have to see. I have to write big. The people. Yay. What's that? 1, 2, 350. Take it.
Damn.
And we have Valentino complaining away over there.
You should chill out, Valentino.
We're allowed to use our porch once in a while.
1,050 points. You can just come and do your thing. We're not going to hurt you.
He remembers that one time I opened the bird box on him.
One time you open it like every week, every
I know.
day.
No, I don't. I gave up because you can't see the sparrows are such slobs. You open that bird box, all you see is like a mess of straw and pollen or something. $4.50, and as opposed to those chickadees we had one year, who were neat as could be. What?
You're prejudiced.
No, I'm just so
Against
in
the-
awe of the way
against
that
the-
chickadees nested.
The average house sparrow. Look, there's that bird over there on the. That's not a house sparrow.
You think he's different?
Maybe
You
he
need to
is.
get the binoculars. Keep going.
Damn. Or darn,
Darn.
as they say on the YouTube's family networks.
50. $200. Oh, sparkle. All right, buddy. Go ahead. So I guess the sun is gone from the porch by 10 in the morning this time of year.
200. Farkly farkle.
50. You should have had some of this tea. I'm feeling much better than I was earlier today. What was it? Okay, 4,900. Oh, I forgot to turn the fan on. I'll do that when it's my turn. Thank you. Hey, oh my gosh.
What'd you get?
I got 4 4s and a 1.
You just happened to score
I
a great
did.
score when I turned my back.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. 6,100. Hey, you should go back and review the tape. That's really why we're doing this. Is he does not trust me. Oh, there. He just basically did the same thing. I was catching up. Yay! Wait, some goalie pulling must occur.
Really?
Your meaty hands on the play surface.
It's way over here.
It was gonna roll to be a 5.
Blame my manly hands.
I said meaty, not manly.
Well, I'm translating.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Should be
right.
something.
You just like, it's almost like you knew that I was gonna sparkle. Your hands were already in motion before the dice even came to a
I guess
rest.
I have to take this 450. Oh, I'm never gonna catch it. Oh, look at that.
1150.
Unless you farkle right here. But you did not. Oh my god, you were so close to getting 1,500.
1250. 1350, 1400.
Taking it?
I'll take it. I will now crush you.
You're at 9. You were going to very quickly. You're at 9,300. But remember who won the last 2 games.
Whoa.
Lots of dots here. All right. 7. 750. Yes! 850. 950. 1,000. See, that should be something.
You're gonna take 1,000? Oh.
1,100. I got no choice. Darn.
I don't know. You're not that far behind.
Well, yeah.
I'm
you're
about to win the game, though.
Exactly. With your 150.
That's 300. Darn it.
Sparkle. Sometimes we think we do this to keep each other in the game. Oh, shoot. I thought that was 1,500. 150. 250. This is grueling. Shoot. My funny,
You make
frustrating
funny,
noises.
frustrating noises. Oh, now that should be something.
It's just 100 though.
That should be something.
Oh. 450 would put you at 97.50.
Yeah, I'll take 450. It's one of my favorite parts of Farkle is that you inch up to 10,000, but because you want to go as far over 10,000 as possible, you sort of do these
400.
weird rolls where you don't want to get to 10,000, you just want to get as close as you can.
450.
It's a strange phenomenon. Sparkle phenomenon.
450. 500. Oi. 6. 7, 8.
Oh. 650.
And again, we don't.
I'll take 650.
Oh, you did get 650, didn't you? I was just looking at the 1.5 there. 10,400. So again, we don't teach the rules.
So hold on now. Let's see the scores.
10.4 to
So
65.50.
you need 3,400 plus 650. You need like a lot of points.
I did. We need 2 triples. That's
Oh, well.
450. Okay,
Yeah,
1, 2,
yeah,
3,
good.
4,
Good
50.
start. Good start.
450. I think this is a 550. Should be more. 650. Oh, that was a 5. 7. 750.
Winner! Chicken dinner!
There it is.
Wow,
All right.
that was nice.
Time to start our Sunday. It's not
Yeah.
lazing around the back
Wow.
porch playing Farkle.
This is like the way Sunday should be, though.
Totally is.
Okay.
Okay.
Signing
See
off,
you later.
everybody.
Bye.